Hello and welcome to my channel. It's Darcy's Misadventures with Mixed Media, and today I'm making some journal pages. Some people don't have a printer and can't print off digitals. Some people are morally opposed to digitals. I don't know why. But you can make your own, or maybe you want to make your stuff unique to you. So you can use your supplies and make your own pages. And this was kind of inspired by the Creative Cove. She was doing some stuff with stamps, different than what I'm doing, but it is what made me think to do this. So go check her out. I'll try to link that video. If not, I'll at least link her. So yeah, these are the pages that I've done so far today. And I'll show you how I got these blank spaces in a minute. This one is thin paper, so it shows through a little bit. But yeah, that came out blurry, so I just made sure I colored it so it would be a little less apparent. So this was kind of thin paper, so everything shows through a little bit. Not that big a deal. I could always back it onto something else or just leave it the way it is. But it was old, this was old, aged looking paper that my mother-in-law was sending to my nieces and nephews to like draw on, and I was like, here, have some fresh new copy paper. I'm keeping this. Because it was, you know, because let's see, here's white copy paper, and here's this nice aged looking, probably was copy paper at some point, or maybe it's from a notebook, I'm not sure, but I was like, nope, they can have the good new stuff. I'm gonna have the good old stuff. So that's what this paper was, but I've also got some coffee dyed paper. You can use any paper you want. Use white paper, it doesn't matter. Alright, so did I show them all to you? There was that one, I think I showed you. I think I showed you that one, yes. And that, yes, I did show you. Okay, so I started out with some templates. I've used some lightweight cardstock. It's just going to be a little sturdier if you do. So I've got a 3x5 that's straight with rounded edges, and then also one that I use my very scary ruler with. You don't have to use this kind of a scary ruler. You can just rip it or use just a ruler or deckled edge, or you could just cut them pretty like this. Some people like it like this, some people like it like this for a little bit. It doesn't really matter so much because you don't really see. Let me see if I can even tell. Other than the very first one where this one where I actually used it as a stencil, like I, you know, inked around it, that's the only one where you can really tell which one I used. Although you can see, you know, that these are the ones with the rounded edges. This is the, don't know what happened to them, but there's somewhere there's a 4x4 and a 3x3, and that's what was on there. And here they are. And then I just use washi tape on the back, you know, where you fold it on itself to make it sticky on both sides. That way it wouldn't rip the paper. Hopefully I did a little bit in one area, but it wasn't too bad. So yeah, that's the difference between, this was, these were made with this, and these were made with the, these ones. Those particular sizes might be here somewhere. Oh, look at that. Can even, I think that one was there. And don't know where the other one is, but you get the drift. So I just made some all different sizes, and then, you know, once I cut these out, I use them as templates to make my ripped ones. So I've got a 4x6, 3x5, 4.5x7, a 4x4, and a 3x3, and then those and the other ones of random, and some random ones that were like leftovers. So that is kind of part of the secret, is just to have, if you want journaling space, which is what I tend to do even with when I'm creating digitals, I try to keep space for journaling, even on the decorative pages. So you can put it in the middle, or you can put it up to the side or down to the bottom. Like say you have a bird or something you want to put up here, or you have a mushroom you want to put down there, then you might want to put it up in the corner so you have as much room for some kind of decoration down here. Or you can put it right in the middle. I'm not a in the middle kind of a person. But you know, having a little bit show on the edges is always nice and good. Let's see. So, stencils and stamps and inks. That's all you need. That's all you need. I mean, you can use more. You can use bits of paint. Whatever. Whatever you want to use, you use. Ooh! That's some Velcro-y stuff. Let's use a couple of these. And I've not used this color yet. And doesn't you can use permanent inks, distress inks, Stampin' Up inks, whatever inks you want. I'm just using what I've got. This is kind of a bright green. Kind of, sorta. So I'm just gonna stamp. Probably stamp in 3 places. Kind of make a triangle. But they don't all have to be in 3 places. That's the thing. And like up here, it's not, you're not even going to hardly see it. It's just going to edge it a little bit around that corner. That's all. And it hardly shows there. Let's see. And then do maybe a ghost print here, there, wherever. Ghost print is just the secondary, third dairy, fourth dairy. They're not the very first print. Let's put it that way. I don't want that one now because I just did the corners and now there's no place for that to go. Although it's got a similar flower on it, which would make it kind of cool. Okay, but let's do coffee this time. Oh, and if you don't want to get ink on your thing that you didn't want, then don't ink it on there because you're more likely to get it on there if you do. So this will be, I don't have a place for a stamp now, but that's okay because I can still put like a decorative stamp. You'll see what I'm trying to say in a minute, in a momento. Trying to match, oh, it didn't match up. That's alright. We're not going to worry about it. That didn't either, but that's alright. I want a third. I want a third. Like my Harlequin would be good. Anybody know where I put it? Nope. So we'll just use this weird random circles. Just because. In a color that I've already used, most likely. Just use some coffee again. And I'm going to overlap a little bit. There we go. Just overlap. And, you know, you can use some stencils. You don't have to cover the whole outside like that. Alright, so now you have some decoration around your edges. And so if I want to do like a flower or something, like maybe I want to do this flower, I'd come in with probably black so that it will show up. Do I want that one? Which other? There's the calla lilies. Yeah, we'll do that one. What is this one? The nasturtium? I don't remember. Now, if I don't want that to come off, I probably need to, well, maybe not use my fingers, but I've already had a hair on my tongue that I've had to try to get off with ink on my fingers. That wasn't so. And I just want to bring it over in, you know, I want it to be kind of, I don't know. I want it to be inside the writing area a little bit. There we go. And still be in the decorative area. So yeah. So there's a page. And then we could do one with like a couple writing spots. Let's see. I kind of like when I do the 3 and the 4 inch. Because I just like how that comes out. Yeah, we'll do that here. So say I want to maybe I want to put an owl up there. So I'll just kind of put these here and then do my edges. I'll do the opposite this time. I'll do this one green and do the other one brown. And I'll remember to do this one up in the corners or down in the corner. Just because that's kind of the way it goes. And I'm trying to pay attention. The flowers kind of go up. So I kind of want that kind of a thing happening. There we go. And I'll do this one brown. So this kind of has similar flowers to what's in the circle, or they have, anyway. That's why I like that one. But whatever. So how's everybody doing? I hope everybody is fine and good in the neighborhood and enjoying life. And maybe you're using your stamps now. The stamps are the underused art supply. Because, I don't know, they sit there. Because if we can't do it perfectly, sometimes we don't want to do it at all. But who says it has to be perfect? Nobody. Nobody says that. Alright, I kind of want to leave. Alright, I'm just kind of pressing on the outside edge there. Yeah, I was trying to, but anyway. I'm going to come back through with the same stencil, different stencil. Different stencil. We already have, oh, let's do numbers. Let's do the juxtaposition of the fancy dancy stuff and maybe get some grungy letters or numbers or something. Because we can. Alright. Do the coffee again. Now I was gonna put something here, but I don't know. I'll have to find something small enough, I guess. I'm going to go sideways here. And since I went sideways there, I'll do a little bit of overlap there with a little bit of sideways, and maybe even right there. Just a little bit. And maybe right there. Just random. And a little bit of upside right there. Just because I can. Alright, I've got a little bit of space there. What stamp do I have that I can put there that will still, maybe a flower? Oh, what about, that might work fairly well there. What else do we have here? That one doesn't always come out good, so it kind of irritates me. That one goes the opposite direction than what I would want. Yeah, we'll try that one, even though it annoys me sometimes. And we're going to do it in black to help it stand out more. And I've got run it all the ways. And I don't want my stem just hanging out down in the writing, so I'm leaving my writing down. Alright, I'm going to set that there. And then I'm going to take, since I don't know what happened to the other piece, I've got, if you ever watched Louisa Heinzel and her idea, I have one of those things, the little bendy, flexy, oh here it is, one of these. That I just got. There were like 3 in the package, and so I just cut them down. And it just gives you the opportunity to just like really press on there while keeping it kind of in the place where you want it. It's not moving around a lot. There we go. And let's reveal it. Now, if I wanted to, I could even, where's my other ones? Like, there's like, how many in that set? There's that. What if I want to do 3? I could do 3 if I want to. They don't have to be from the same set, but if they were, that would be okay too. So what I might do is maybe have this one come up here and I'm actually gonna move some of this out of my way. I've also had good luck with like this thinner acrylic. Sometimes I use that as well. You know, like I use for everything. I use it for a lot of stuff. Alright, and then this one I'll do up here. And then I will have 3. The magic, I'll have a triangle. 3 is a triangle. 3 is good. Alright. So I usually put it on first. That way I get it where I want it. Then I put this on. And it's got kind of a rough, it's not smooth on the very top. So like, oops, that moved a little bit. But there we go. 1, 2, 3. That's kind of cool. It's different. You got writing space, you got decoration, but it also coordinates with the other page I did. And I like the fancy with the grungy. And I could just leave that side, or I could decorate that side. See, some of the permanent ink will come through, but that's all right too. You can always just put oh, if you wanted to, you could just put a, where are they? There they are. A cluster there if you wanted to. Super easy. See, he covers it nicely. Or you could just ignore it and pretend it doesn't exist. Alright, so let's see. Let's do where I did it in the middle. And if you don't have, I mean, not everyone's going to have a stamp with lines, and that's fine. You don't have to do the lines. Or you can just kind of like use, you know, use the paper and draw your lines. But I'm going to start with my middle piece. As soon as I can find where I did it. Where I could do that, but that never comes out good. It kind of irritates me. Alright, let's take one of my new, I've already used that one. Is there one I haven't used yet? Yes, there is. Let's take one of these mushrooms. You can even put these ones back where they belong. That's what happens when I play. I just realized I don't know where my bugs are. But dragonfly would be nice with the mushrooms, but that's okay. Alright, let's use this one this time. What did I do the middle? I think I might have done it black, but also I like this weird combination that I do. Where is it? Alright, so I do the coffee. Of course, this is a new stamp, so I'm going to go ahead and ink it a couple times. And these I haven't had to ink more than once and do that. Okay, so I did the coffee, and then I'm just going to go over that with just black, with just a layer of black, which kind of makes it a little more espresso. Alright. I'm going to do it here because there's less wrinkles. I'm not going to do it right in the middle. I'm going to do it at the top a little bit. And then I'm taking this piece here and putting it sticky side against that, so then it doesn't move, and then this side's not super smooth, which helps it also not move, I think. And then just firm and some time, and yay. Okay, see, I'm lucky I have some lines, so I could totally do some lines. Or you could do lines just by taking something. It could even totally be, you know, this. And if you've got, what color is this? That might be a good color. Just a colored pencil, so it's not like super dark. And you just do your lines. Might even, you know, maybe do it darker on this side, and then lighter, and then darker. And then you can come on the sides here. So I like a colored pencil for this. If you want to make sure it stays straight, just line up your edge on your paper, so you don't end up with crooked lines. You can do them, you know, wider, more narrow. Doesn't matter. I mean, it's not like people are going to be able to write a lot on these lines. In fact, I'm not going to go all the way down with those. I'll come back down here. And because I'm going to put a little bit of stenciling in there, maybe. I don't know. I'm lining up the side. That's right, I forgot. It's like I forgot what I was doing. It's not, in fact, you could even do some lines more narrow, some lines more thick. You can go all to the edge. You can leave a border. It doesn't. It's just a guide. Just give somebody a guide for their lines for writing. And then maybe you want a little bit more. Maybe you want to do a little bit of a... Where'd my peeled paint go? You know what? We won't do peeled paint. We'll just do... Well, we don't want to put the green in the brown. We'll just do this. Just right on the edge there. Like that. You could still write right over the stenciling, which is nice. Let's see. Kind of want to come around the edge of this so it's not exactly square, you know. It has a little bit of... There we go. And then maybe just a little bit down in the corner. There you go, nice grungy. You got a picture in the middle, you got lines for writing, got a little bit of decoration. That's fun. How did I do the other one? I forget. Where did I put my papers? I had one that was... Yeah, that's the way I did that one. I had the line stamp, which, you know, only went over so far, so I did the stamping there. And my stamp was doing weird things with the ghost stamp, the second stamping, so it was kind of cool. I worked that into it. Did a little stenciling and then lines. So yeah, this one I stenciled all over, and then I put my squares down, and then I put him on afterwards too, like after I did this other stamping. And that one, you can see what I did with that one. Should I do that with, yeah, do that with this one. So I could take a couple of these. Where's one of the smaller ones? Anywhere? Feeler? Here it is. Alright, this has a little bit of tape on it still, which is helpful. Stick that over there. A little piece of tape on this one. Or steal it from one of the others, doesn't matter. The cheaper the washer, the better, because it will come off easier. Alright, now I want to... Here we go, we'll use this one. Vintage Photo. And I'm just gonna, whoops, use these as a stencil. So you'll hopefully see the torn edge is the goal here. And that will make these writing spots stand out a little bit more. Yep, we got it. Oh! And then we can drop some things. Craft-a-Lunch! Alright, and then we can come in with these again. just move everything again. Sorry, Carrie. I know. It gives you a heart attack. I know. Sorry. Alright, so now I'm going to come in with another stencil on top of just the ink. We'll go sideways so it shows a little bit more, maybe. And a little bit of sideways here and here. Doesn't really show that much more, but you know. Just a little bit here and there. And then we can come back in with some stamping. Oh, let's see. This is my replacement one of my new one. That I had messed it up with some paint. So now I was going to do black, but I changed my mind because I'll get different tones of the vintage photo. I knew that. Because I've got, you know, lighter inks on there, darker inks, and then also the stamping gives it another tone. So it's a little tone on tone on tone on tone. You know. Alright, do we want anything else? You want to just see what that looks like? I mean, even that, just alone, with no other stamping or anything, is nice. Or you can even add, you don't have to add stamping, you could just add a fussy cut something. As soon as I find a fussy cut something. Let's not, where's, oh, coffee will work. Oh, this would be perfect for adding like one of these stickers. Well, we have mushroom over there, but you know, why not have mushrooms and coffee in the same journal? That's eclectic. It's eclectic. Do, 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 do. Can't help myself. I can't help singing songs all day. Sometimes I make up new words, sometimes I sing the right words. Hardly ever do I actually sing the right words, but you know. What does that say? Tiramisu. That's pretty. Morning. Coffee. Mocha Cafe. That one's fancier. To-do list. Coffee. Kind of like that one. Hey, that could go in a forest journal if you're vanquishing your foes. It says coffee, vanquish foes, wreak havoc, more coffee, a snack, or whatever. That amuses me. So, you know, you could just do your background inks and your journal spots and then use some of your stickers. Oh, when we can use our stickers, it makes us happy because we bought these stickers, we need to use them. What's the point of buying stickers if we don't use them? And this is a perfect opportunity. Okay, I'm about to grab a flower sticker in a second. Oh my goodness. So anyway, I hope I gave you some good ideas for creating your own unique journal pages. I have some other ideas, like even using digitals, how to like take apart a digital and make it your own. Because I was kind of doing that last night. I was kind of like just tearing up pages of a digital. There we go. That looks fun. Alright, so I made that one with you guys. The templates. The templates are the key. Whether you make them with, and this one I did without you guys. This one I did without you guys. That's alright. I think I did that one without, this whole page I did without you guys. But you could see I did, you know, had my thing. I actually put this down first and then put down my mask, my template, whatever, and then just did the stamping and inking and the stenciling. There's just a little bit of stenciling around the edges. And this one's definitely foresty. Got our squirrel over here with some ferns. Got some, might need to add a bee, right? But then we also have some greens over here. And I did the 3. I had these 2 and I'm like, no, I need a 3rd one. You know how it is. This one I only have 2 and I'm okay with that. I don't feel like I need it, but they're balanced. See the difference? Like I didn't need 3 here because they were balanced. There's one in each corner. I needed a 3rd one here because they were up there and there was nothing down here. So I needed my triangle. Triangle. So, yeah. I tease Patricia, but, you know, I totally get it. And this one, you know, there's something here and there's something here. And there's a little bit up there. So there's sort of a triangle there. And I did that one before, too. Did I miss any? Probably. I always find some after I turn off the camera. I mean, it's potentially I did something. But anyway, you can have fun. I hope you do. Have fun making your own journal pages using what you've got in your stash. And I hope you have a delightful day. Love you.